This is a very common error which comes to Angular developers, and especially people who have just started with Angular. They won't be able to figure out this error in the first read itself. So let me try to explain you this error. So this error says can't bind to ngModel since it isn't a known property of the input. So let us try to understand this error. So you can see here I have this application which I have here, and in this application I have reproduced that error. So you can see when I click on this customer, it actually goes and shows me this screen, and in this screen you can go and you can see this error out here. Can't bind to ngModel since it isn't this. So let me go and copy this error, and let us try to understand this error in a more detailed way. So I'm going to go and copy this error in the notepad, and let us try to understand it. First thing, if you need to understand where the error is, you should actually hunt for this error with the arrow key. So you can see that there is an error with the arrow key. So here it says that there is error right in this directive. This ngModel is a directive, right? So basically, or I can say these are syntaxes of Angular which is inside HTML. So this arrow key out here and this word out here, error, says that the error is in this ngModel, and it doesn't understand that, right? So that means, if this ngModel has to work, something from Angular needs to be imported so that this ngModel directive can be understood. So this is the project out here. So you can see here in this project, this is the customer UI. The customer UI, where I have clicked on this customer UI, where I'm trying to load this customer here, is nothing but it is loading this customer UI, and he's pointing out the error over here, ngModel. Now this customer UI is connected with this customer component. So if you see here, this is the customer component, and here it is connected with the customer UI, and this is loaded, this customer component is loaded by the customer module. So now this ngModel is not understood. So we need to go ahead and load the appropriate Angular modules so that the directive ngModel can be understood, right? So we need to go to the customer module, and over here we need to go and load the forms module. The forms module has all the magic to make that ngModel binding running. ngModel is directive is nothing but it helps you to do one-way binding and two-way binding in Angular, right? So I'm going to go here and say import from @Angular forms. So in the Angular forms, we have something called as the forms module, and this forms module has to be loaded. Now remember, one is that you import the forms module at the top, as well as what you need to do is you need to go and specify the forms module in the decorator. So in the ngModule decorator, you need to specify the forms module. If you just go ahead and only import it here in the TypeScript, you will still find the same error. So if you see here, if I go and click again, I'm still seeing the same error. So I need to not only import it using TypeScript over here, but also I need to go ahead and specify in the imports out here. So if I go and do a save now, and if I go back, and now if I try to click, I still see the same error. I still see there are errors, right? But this error is not exactly the same thing. So let us go ahead and again copy this error from here. So you can see I have looked into this error arrow, and I'm copying it out here. Let me go and do a control paste. This time the error location has changed. It says that he does not understand this form group. Now form group is for validation purpose. It is reactive forms, right? So again we need to go, that means that again for this form group to work, we need to go ahead and import the appropriate module. So for form group to work, we need to import something called as the reactive forms module. So again, I need to go ahead and import the reactive forms module, and then I will go ahead and again put in this imports, and then after that you can see now the error has gone and I can see my screen running. So basically, when you get this kind of error, right, it says that the forms module has not been imported, or I'll go one step ahead. When you get an error like this, it indicates that for this directive the necessary modules has not been imported. So this error is not really related only for ngModel. This error can also come from other directives for which you have not loaded the appropriate module. So go ahead, hunt for the error sign, look for this arrow out here, see the next thing in that directive, right? The next directive, where it is pointing towards, where the error is, and for that directive, go ahead and load the module.